Hello there. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again as I learn OBS. This is video 2. As we can see here, we have my video capture device at the forefront, which means you can see what I am seeing on the desktop. I have my robe on today and I just got out of the shower, so I look a little silly, but that's okay. I'm enjoying these sort of fresh, raw, sitting in bed with my laptop things. So, the first thing I wanted to do today after a brief recap was show you specifically something about laptop and OBS that I found out. So, as you can see here, I got image again. That is to block the infinite tunnel of OBS, just to keep me from being distracted and mesmerized. And then, of course, we have display capture, which is the main shebang, which lets the recording see everything I see. And then, of course, we have the image itself there. So, now, when I want to go clicking around and showing you things, I'm going to have to lower the image to beneath capture, or else it will show. Boop. And now I'm going to move my face. Oops, it's not my face. Now I'm going to move my face to over here. Now, I ran into an issue when I tried to capture a video game or another application that runs in and of itself, not through Windows. It wasn't showing up. And after some web searching, I found out why. And I want to show you why, because it's a real simple fix. Let's go over to NVIDIA Control Panel. Now, I didn't know this, but with OBS, when you are going to do a total display capture, you have to make sure to use your integrated graphics card on the laptop. Almost all laptops, and I think all gaming laptops, have dual graphics cards. They'll have usually a high performance one, and this one's an NVIDIA, and then they'll have an onboard one. Well, OBS, you have to set it to do the integrated card, not the high performance additional card, if you want it to show normal things, such as what we're doing right here. So, it's a simple fix. All you do is you go to 3D management settings in your NVIDIA Control Panel, and then you click the Add button, and you'll select OBS, and then from the drop-down menu here, you'll click your integrated graphics. Now, if you want to record a video game or a singular application that uses the high-performance graphics card, you will have to come back into this, select OBS again, and then select your high-performance graphics card if you want it to capture. So, now you know a little bit more about that. I was glad I found out about that without too much work, and I was able to jump right back into it. Or I was able to jump right into capturing a video game, which it was just a test. I don't have anything to upload yet, but I was playing around with some different programs to see what all I could capture with OBS recently. So, let's put our image back up here, which we'll do by sliding the source back above display capture, so now we have the image. Okay. Now, some other things I thought we could do today is see how we can play video and what that will sound like as I practice the audio mixing. So I'm going to move the image underneath the display again. We're going to go to YouTube, and there I just finished watching a little Steven Crowder update about his channel suspension. So let's click subscriptions, and let's open up, let's see, there's some Arch Warhammer, there's some more Sargoy of Assad. Let's open up a V video. Here we go. Here's the most recent.
So we got this article from the BBC, which stands against racism and discrimination in the United States. They're very concerned.
As we can see,
we know that the U.S. firm apologizing for
my voice and V's voice from the video seem to be at about the same level, with mine being a little stronger. So I'm going to continue to talk over him, so when I review this when I'm done, I will see how we measure in audibility.
Systems listed the account manager
now, as I talk here,
websites,
my voice seems to be almost evenly matched with the audio that's coming from V. Now, from what I know about audio mixing, it's likely going to have some kind of reverberation effect, which is going to be very unpleasant since I'm talking, and the audio that's coming from the speakers is going to be picked up by the mic. It's likely going to be very unpleasant to listen to this part. But I believe that I have talked enough to know. I believe that I have talked enough to be able to determine the necessary mixing levels. So I'm going to go ahead and
then it's like Silent System apologizes for the anger and frustration.
There we go. That's much better, isn't it? Okay. I'm sorry to have had to put you through that. As you can hear, my voice is slightly quieter than it was before the video because I slid the slider down a little bit. Now, I don't know how that's going to come out in the wash until I stop the recording and review the material, so we will see how that happens. And I realized just now in this lighting that you can barely see my eyebrows. So I look like the eyebrowless wonder right now. Oh well. Okay, moving on. I want to see what we can do with having multiple windows in the display. So I already know that you can shrink and move browser tabs. So I can easily, by simply shrinking the tab, have it up on one side of the screen and just open multiple browser tabs. But I thought it might be better for making complex videos where I compare and analyze different material if I could have certain browser tabs pigeonholed into their individual window tabs in OBS. So back in OBS, oh, I had the image up so that the image would have been over top of me dragging things around. Glad I remembered that. So let's see what we can do with individual window capturing. So now, with the window capture, you get to select the program. So here you can see it defaults to Firefox. That's the last thing that I used. Now we have the image slid back down below display capture. And I'm going to go back, and then we're going to pull out the V video to make it its own window. And now we will also pull out Twatter, and we will make Twatter its own video, its own window, rather. So here, we will go to Yizz the Eunuch Twatter, and then we will go to V the Romanian YouTube. Now that we have those two in their own isolated Firefox windows, I should be able to select both of them from the Sources menu by going to Window Capture, clicking OK for a new window capture, and there it is. There's the V window by itself in Firefox, and I will click OK. And so here it is, and I get to choose where to put it in my display. We will put this over here on the right, since it's an appropriate place for V, isn't it? On the right. So now we will click to add another window capture, and this will be the one with my Twatter. And look at that, Yizz the Eunuch on the Twatter. Okay, now I'm not fully on the left, as most of you know, but I'm probably a little more to the left than most of the people that I follow on YouTube. So we will put me in the middle here, like so. Now, these window captures, as you can see here, we can name them things if we want by simply right-clicking and going to rename. It's very easy. We'll name this one Me, and then we'll name this one V. How nice is that? Oops. There we go. So now we have Me, window. Oops, I double-clicked. We have the Me window, and we have the V window. Oh, no. Oops, that was the wrong thing. That was, in fact, not what it should have been named, because I accidentally renamed the camera video. So we'll do video capture. I was supposed to rename this one to V. I'm used to double-clicking on things to rename them, so that's why I keep doing that. That one is V. Okay, there we go. And we'll put the video capture on top, so you can always see me. There. Now we have the Me window, which is this. It has a snap feature, which is very useful, so it will snap things together. It's a very useful feature. DaVinci does that too. So one of the things I like about working with my videos in DaVinci Resolve. Okay, so here we go. Very simple. It was easy to learn. In my video capture, again, when you elevate it to the top, I can put it in between the two of these windows. And now, oops, that's the whole display. So it seems that you can access by either clicking on the Source tab or by clicking directly on the item itself to highlight and to move or to augment. And just to remind you, the reason that these lines here are green is you can change the size of a window. Here, let's drag this out here. And if I get rid of the green, it will go back to red. That means there's nothing cropped. There's nothing taken off. But to make it smaller and to make it a little unique and to get rid of the white band of the sheetrock behind me, I slid this one over to here. And to get rid of the bedpost and the glare from the tertiary light source, I decided to shrink this like that. And so it puts my my mug in a more centralized frame and gets rid of the riffraff on the sides. So that's why I chose to do that, and that's why these lines are green instead of red. So look how fun this is. We are learning things together. So we'll keep my face up here on the left for now. Now, let's try to open a different window. Let's say I want to look at Steam. We'll click on Steam and wait 47 years for it to update, as it inevitably always does. There it goes. Okay. What do you have for me, Steam News? Golden Week sale. Okay, we will look at the Golden Week sale later. Right now, we're going to look at my Steam. We will window capture Steam. And there it is. So now, I don't have to have a total window capture. I can simply work with this. Now, with this new window capture on top, you'll be seeing this no matter what. It'll even eclipse my face. So, we're going to put this here to eclipse everything else right now. So let's rename this the Steam tab. Steam. Okay. So that's easy. Pretty user-friendly as well. Now, something that I don't know if I touched on last time, I found out that if you click the eye, it's fairly user-friendly. It means you can see it or you can't see it. So you can leave things in your stack if you know how you want them layered for how you're going to do a presentation or a video, and just click on them to hide them as you see fit without having to constantly come back to this list to drag things up and down. So, boop. Now, I believe that the lock means you can't drag it anymore. Oh, no, that's not true. I haven't quite figured out what the lock means yet, so let's figure it out together. Let's hover over it and see what it says. Well, so far it says nothing when I hover over it. Well, I suppose I'll have to look that up another time. Anyway. Oh, I bet lock means you can't change its shape or form anymore. Oh, we figured it out together. Look at that. So when you lock something, like in other programs, when you're working with multiple images or multiple audio files, when you lock it, you can't augment it further. So unlock, and we get the red box back, which means we can augment it. Click the lock again, and it goes away. Okay. We will leave them all unlocked for now. So, since I will be working with just one window, I'm going to make this larger. And now we're going to leave that alone for now. So we have video capture and Steam on top. So that means you will definitely see me when I tab to Steam. Now, working with Steam, since it's in display, I currently have Steam maximized and I'm dragging it around, and you should be able to see me scrolling through the store right now. I mean, not maximized, I mean activated, my bad. Anyway, here we go. Here is the sale that was proffered. As you can see, my Steam name is Fiersha. Most of you know me as Fiersha Online anyway. And let's click on my library. Warframe is the last thing that I had on. And of course, in my favorites are Battletech, since I am a huge Battletech fan and I love the HBS Battletech game. I recently uninstalled it though, because the Urban Warfare just came out, and whenever something new comes out for a game like this, I uninstall after backing up all of my mods and custom files and everything, and then give it a few weeks or a couple of months to sort of sort everything out before I go to play the new content, just to let all the bugs and kinks get worked out. So, Warframe is my favorite game. I don't know if any of you know that about me or not, but I love Warframe. As you can see, it says 1,468 hours. Well, I played it for almost 2 years before I installed it in Steam, so I am probably north of 3,000 hours in Warframe. And I absolutely adore it. So I might make Warframe fashion frame videos at some point, because Warframe is where my heart lies when it comes to video games. Alright, well, I believe that's enough for that. So let's go ahead and close out of Steam. There we go. Now, I minimized Steam, but it still shows it here on the Steam capture window. So that means it will not disappear, I would wager, until I right-click down here and then totally exit Steam, and then, yep, just as expected, the window vanished. So, okay then. So I have practiced multiple windows from multiple sources. I have practiced clipping and moving things around in the stack. We have learned that the eyeball is to see or to not see, is to see or to not see certain selected windows here, or certain selected sources rather. And then we did the audio test with the V video earlier. So I believe I'm going to wrap that up for now, and hopefully I will be able to have all that I need put together to do some proper videos here shortly by the end of the week. So I hope you had fun exploring with me and learning with me, or just enjoying my foolishness. So until next time, thank you and goodbye.